When you're fuelling up at the Bowser, did you know that a fair portion of what you're paying goes to the government? That's the fuel excise. It's basically a tax on every litre you buy. At the moment, it's at 52 cents per litre for petrol, diesel, and a little less for aviation fuel. The excise is worth big bucks for the Commonwealth. In the 23-24 financial year, motorists paid almost $16 billion into the nation's coffers under the Consolidated Revenue Fund.
So that can go to pay for things like road infrastructure, transport infrastructure, but also other priorities that government has. But the other thing we know about fuel excise is it's in terminal decline.
One reason is that vehicles are becoming more efficient and using less fuel.
But also we're seeing an uptake of electric vehicles in the fleet, and they don't use fuel at all, therefore there's no fuel excise associated.
To help reclaim some of that lost revenue, Canberra is now seriously considering something that's been talked about for a long time. That's implementing a road user charge. It was raised at the recent productivity meetings.
Today is about productivity.
This productivity challenge unleash more productivity over time.
The idea is to charge drivers a set amount per kilometre dependent on the vehicle class. For instance, an all-electric vehicle would be charged around 2 to 3 cents per kilometre. So if you do around 15,000 a year, that's up to $450. For a petrol car with an average consumption of 8 litres per 100 k's, doing the same distance, 15,000 kilometres a year, would cost around $630 in tax.
So we support fair road user charging, but it's critical that when we consider this, we not slam the brakes on Australia's transition to clean transport.
The EV Council considers the policy an inevitability, but says it shouldn't start until 30% of all car sales are electric. Currently, EVs and hybrids only make less than 2%. And there are concerns a new charge could be off-putting for potential buyers.
Australians want to take stronger action on climate change by 2035. That will mean an increased uptake on EVs. And therefore, things that reduce that uptake include things like a road user charge or things that remove the incentives for Australians to be getting into EVs. So therefore, when we talk about Australians and where they want this country to go, we need to be doing things that encourage the uptake of electric cars.
Other countries already have a road user charge in place. New Zealand, for instance, had one for diesel vehicles, which expanded to include EVs. In Australia, a national pilot trialled how something similar could work for heavy vehicles. Bernard Murphy volunteered to be part of it.
Anyone who knows Australians know that they're all about fairness, they're all about equity, as long as you give them the facts. And the facts are, it costs money to maintain our roads, and everyone uses them, and whoever's using them should be contributing to them. So as we move into the electric vehicle and alternative energy sources, the equitable way to do that is to work out the impact of the weight of that vehicle and the kilometres it travels, and user pays.
He reckons the rollout could be seamless and simplify taxes on his fleet.
The implementation of that today can be real, and it can happen very quickly. These vehicles, since about 2015, about 50% of the vehicles on the road have come out with that technology inbuilt into the truck. And the data is already being sent to a third-party data storage unit. It's just a matter of the government taking hold of that data and utilising it for this purpose.
If the federal government doesn't push ahead, New South Wales, WA and South Australia have plans to implement their own road user charge. But after the High Court struck down Victoria's scheme as unconstitutional in 2023, those state plans could face the same legal issues, putting the onus on Canberra to build one national scheme.
It looks like something is going to move on this issue after a decade or more of discussion and agreement in policy circles. It looks like we're going to make progress over the coming weeks and months.
We need to have an open and honest conversation about it between politicians, bureaucrats, transport industry and the general public. All four entities need to be involved in it, And I think if it's clear and transparent, everyone will accept it.
The next steps will be discussed by state and territory treasurers with Jim Chalmers when they all get together on Friday.